Hey there, kababayan! Did you know that thousands of Filipinos who leave the Philippines seeking better lives abroad end up struggling with homelessness? While many achieve success, others face unimaginable hardships far from home. In today's video, we're uncovering the 10 countries with the most Filipino homeless abroad. This eye-opening list will shed light on the challenges OFWs and migrants face, from visa troubles to economic instability. Stay tuned. Our #1 country might surprise you. Oh, before we start, we worked hard on this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Your support helps us bring you more content like this. And now, let's dive in. Number 10. Taiwan. Taiwan is a top destination for Filipino workers, particularly in the manufacturing and caregiving sectors. With over 150,000 Filipinos employed, Taiwan offers stable jobs and opportunities for financial growth. However, the high cost of living, especially in cities like Taipei, makes housing a challenge for many workers, particularly those earning low wages. Job losses, contract terminations, and exploitative employers often leave workers unable to afford rent. It is estimated that around 500 to 700 Filipinos in Taiwan are homeless, many of whom become undocumented and lose access to basic services. These individuals are often forced to live in cramped, unsanitary spaces or on the streets, where support is limited and language barriers make seeking help difficult. Despite these challenges, Taiwan remains a promising destination for hard-working Filipinos. With greater awareness of their rights and access to community support, Filipino workers can overcome these obstacles and thrive in their chosen fields. Number 9. South Korea. South Korea is a dream destination for many Filipinos, thanks to its advanced economy and opportunities in manufacturing and agriculture. Approximately 60,000 Filipinos reside in South Korea, but not everyone finds success. The high cost of living in cities like Seoul and the challenges faced by undocumented workers often lead to financial instability. Many who overstay their visas or lose jobs fall through the cracks, becoming homeless. Without proper legal protections or stable employment, an estimated 400 to 600 Filipinos find themselves without a home. Some live in temporary shelters, while others seek refuge in public spaces as they navigate their way back to stability. For unauthorized workers, the fear of immigration raids adds another layer of hardship, making it difficult to seek help or access services. Language barriers and limited local support exacerbate the issue. Despite these challenges, Filipino communities and NGOs in South Korea offer assistance, though it often falls short of addressing systemic problems. Those planning to work in the country are advised to ensure their employment is legally documented and to connect with support organizations early to avoid these pitfalls. Number 8. Hong Kong. Hong Kong is home to over 220,000 Filipinos, the majority of whom work as domestic helpers. While many enjoy stable jobs, some face significant challenges, including unfair dismissals, contract terminations, or financial struggles. These hardships often push them into homelessness. With the city's sky-high rent, low wages, and rigid employment rules, around 800 to 1,000 Filipinos are estimated to be homeless in Hong Kong. Many find themselves sleeping in parks or public spaces during their days off, unable to afford adequate housing. Hong Kong's requirement for terminated workers to find a new employer within 14 days creates additional pressure. Those who fail to meet this tight deadline often lose their legal status, leaving them vulnerable to exploitation and further financial instability. The Philippine Consulate and local NGOs provide some relief through temporary shelters and legal assistance, but systemic issues like the live-in requirement and employer abuse continue to affect domestic workers. For Filipinos in Hong Kong, knowing their rights and building a strong support network are crucial to avoiding these challenges. Number 7. Italy. Italy is a favorite destination for Filipinos seeking jobs in caregiving, domestic work, and hospitality. With a Filipino population of over 170,000, many enjoy stable employment in cities like Rome, Milan, and Venice. However, high living costs, job instability, and documentation issues have left an estimated 1,200 to 1,500 Filipinos homeless. Those working in informal or low-paying jobs often struggle to save money or afford rent in Italy's expensive urban centers, leaving them vulnerable to eviction or worse. Language barriers further complicate their situation, making it hard to access social services or find better opportunities. Despite these difficulties, the Filipino community in Italy is resilient. Churches and community organizations frequently provide temporary shelter and resources to those in need. However, long-term solutions remain elusive, highlighting the importance of preparation, proper documentation, and support networks for Filipinos considering life in Italy. Number 6. United Arab Emirates. The UAE, with over 700,000 Filipinos, is a top destination for workers in industries like construction, hospitality, and domestic services. While many thrive in cities like Dubai and Abu Dhabi, others struggle with the high cost of living, job instability, and visa issues. These challenges have left an estimated 2,000 to 2,500 Filipinos homeless. Domestic workers, in particular, are often victims of contract substitution, where promised job conditions differ significantly from reality. Job losses and disputes with employers push some into undocumented status, cutting them off from formal housing and social support. The UAE government has introduced labor reforms and amnesty programs to address these issues. But support education on labor rights before leaving the Philippines is also essential in preventing exploitation and homelessness. Wait! If you are Filipino and still watching this, please comment Mabuhay. And now, let's dive in. Number 5. Canada. Canada is home to over 957,000 Filipinos, making it one of the largest Filipino communities abroad. While the country offers pathways to permanent residency and ample job opportunities, the high cost of living in cities like Toronto and Vancouver has left an estimated 2,500 to 3,000 Filipinos homeless. Temporary workers, in particular, face challenges transitioning to permanent residency, and job losses or visa issues can quickly lead to financial instability. The harsh Canadian winters add another layer of difficulty for those without stable housing. Families often rely on shelters or assistance from Filipino community organizations to get by. Despite these challenges, Canada remains a popular destination for Filipinos, thanks to its strong support networks and government programs. Proper planning, legal work permits, and connections within the community are crucial for a smooth transition. Number 4. Qatar. Qatar has become a hub for Filipino workers, particularly in construction, healthcare, and hospitality. With approximately 300,000 Filipinos residing in the country, many enjoy stable employment. However, the high cost of living and issues like unpaid wages or job losses have left an estimated 2,500 to 3,500 Filipinos homeless. The controversial kafala system, though recently reformed, still poses challenges, especially for workers fleeing abusive employers. Those who lose their jobs often find themselves without legal status or shelter. While Qatar has introduced measures such as a minimum wage and the ability to change employers without permission, enforcement remains inconsistent. Filipino communities and the Philippine Embassy play a vital role in supporting those in need. Workers planning to move to Qatar should thoroughly research their employers and maintain emergency funds to avoid falling into homelessness. Number 3. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is the top destination for OFWs, with over 800,000 Filipinos residing in the country. While many find success in industries like construction and healthcare, the kafala system and abusive employers have led to an estimated 3,000 to 3,500 Filipinos becoming homeless. Unpaid wages, contract violations, and poor working conditions are common causes. Many homeless Filipinos live in overcrowded embassy shelters or on the streets while awaiting repatriation. Although Saudi Arabia has introduced labor reforms, domestic workers are excluded, leaving them particularly vulnerable. For those planning to work in the kingdom, understanding labor laws and maintaining communication with the Philippine embassy are crucial. Number 2. Kuwait. Kuwait is home to around 250,000 and faces immense challenges, with an estimated 4,000 to 5,000 individuals living without proper shelter due to abusive employers, unpaid wages, or unfair labor practices. The controversial kafala system ties workers to their employers, making it difficult for them to escape abusive situations without losing their legal status. Strict visa rules and limited local support further exacerbate the problem. While the Philippine embassy provides shelter and assistance, resources are often stretched thin. Filipinos considering work in Kuwait must be vigilant about their contracts and seek reliable support networks. Number 1. United States. The United States has the largest Filipino population abroad, with approximately 4.4 million Filipinos living across the country. However, the high cost of living in cities like Los Angeles and New York, combined with limited affordable housing, has left an estimated 4,000 to 5,000 Filipinos homeless. Unauthorized workers and visa overstayers face additional hardships, including the threat of deportation and restricted access to social services. Many homeless Filipinos resort to living in cars, shelters, or on the streets, further isolated by cultural stigma and a lack of resources. Despite these challenges, the strong Filipino community in the United States often steps up to provide support through organized initiatives and outreach. For those pursuing the American dream, stable employment, legal documentation, and community connections remain vital to overcoming these obstacles. And there you have it, the 10 countries with the most Filipino homeless abroad. These stories are a sobering reminder of the challenges many OFWs face when they step into unfamiliar territories. As we celebrate the success of millions of Filipinos thriving overseas, let's also remember those who struggle and ensure we advocate for better protections for our kababayans abroad. Which of these countries surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. Stay informed and stay safe wherever you are in the world.